Well, once again, East streets west, and Toronto turns out to line the streets and welcome the Western champions. Here's Miss Blue Bomber to lead the Winnipeg invasion of the East, and she gets a great hand. The Bombers themselves. Billy Vessels, Player of the Year. We had a few misgivings about the weather for the last few days, but certainly no one could ask for better football weather today. There's hardly a cloud in the sky, the air is brisk, and Varsity Stadium is reported to be in excellent shape. And speaking of excellent shape, no Grey Cup parade would be complete without the high-stepping drum majorette. A real demonstration of baton twirling. Miss Grey Cup of 1953, Saskatchewan's lovely Joan Baer. The winning float, one of many colorful floats from East and West, that combined to give the West a welcome and the East a real spectacle. And the parade moves along with some of its more enthusiastic followers in tow. Excitement runs high. The mayor of Toronto has officially welcomed his guests from Winnipeg. And the crowd around City Hall disperses as the lucky ones will make their way to Varsity Stadium. Here we are, nearly 30,000 of us on this beautiful autumn day, packed and roaring in Varsity Stadium. The Grey Cup parade, the battle for tickets, the rollicking trip down from the West on special trains, all the background business is finished. Here comes the climax, the classic. The referees come out for their first survey, hoping probably that there will be no disputed fumbles or recoveries, as in the Grey Cup final of 36, or onside kick decisions to render, as in 46, or the Thornton block kick in the Winnipeg-Ottawa thriller in 41. As it turned out, they were fortunate today. A hard-hitting, rough and rugged but cleanly played contest was theirs to judge. Not since 1939 have we had two squads so evenly matched. Each side big, hard tackling, lacking perhaps a bit of that breakaway speed in the backfield, but well coached, capable, and confident. The Queen and the older football followers, as they stand bareheaded, note that the wind is coming across field from the northwest. Not strong, but enough to give the kickers trouble in hitting the ball true with a follow-through. A tricky wind. The traditional kickoff ceremonies, including the mayors of three cities, the Honorable Lester B. Pearson, and Saskatchewan's Joan Baird, Miss Grey Cup for 1953. Mr. Pearson does his duty. The big roar comes up from the crowd as the Tiger Cats line up to kick off from the north end. Mixa hits a good one into the southeast corner. Young Jerry James takes it and comes back with a swoop that almost caused heart failure in the Hamilton rooting section. Ralph Toohey comes crashing through to knock the big kid out of touch on the Winnipeg 38. Indian Jack Jacobs is at quarterback. George Crafton is going along with the old campaigner today. James Try is good for two. The Bombers in the T formation. The big Indian who comes out of that pocket in his own unorthodox manner throws with deadly accuracy on the run. It's taken by the fleet Neil Armstrong to bring them to center field. The Winnipeg pattern is starting to form already as they make their first march. Melcher over the right middle for 8. Instead of the usual thump for yards, Jacobs goes into a spread and hits the peppy little Melcher with a button hook pass on the Tiger Cat 39. Eastern fans get that. How long has this been going on feeling? James over center for 2 yards, and Mazza and his men are digging in early. The Tiger Cats in a 6-2-4 defense. Give them the short ones, knock down the long ones. The Boyles routine that finally stopped Argos in Ottawa. That's Vito Ragazzo knocking down Jake's forward intended for Neil Armstrong on the goal line. Third down for Winnipeg, the first kick of the game by Jacobs. This one falls short. The ball bounces, and Custis, the Hamilton safety man, dashes in, uses good judgment, and traps the Winnipeggers into a no-yards penalty. Tiger Cats on their own 22, Bombers in a 6-2-4. Brown loses one on the first Tiger charge. Songen takes the ball, fades back. Now he throws to Tip Logan. It's good for 16 yards. Songen this time into the right side of the Winnipeg line. No gain. Second down, Hamilton. Songen takes the pass. Hands off to Hates. Hates down the center for 8. Then they settle down to some midfield play with both sides missing on forward pass attempts. Hamilton's kick goes to Meltzer on the 21. Meltzer is hit hard by Jake Kadar and Beatty. He drops the ball. Jerry James moves in to make a miraculous recovery on his own 25. Indian Jack misses with his first pitch, but then hits Grant down the gut for 9 yards. They measure for first down. The grandstand quarterbacks try to figure whether the Bombers should try for the extra half yard and last down. They play it safe and kick. Dick Brown moves in. He takes it and makes one of the key plays of the game. He heads for that wide open space up the middle and runs back for a very valuable 21 yards. That started the first Hamilton march from the Bombers' 54. Custis, running as of old in the latter part of the season, goes to his left for 4, fumbles when hit, but the whistle has gone. Second down and 6. Songen forward passes to Columbia. Lou Cusero out the right side of the Bomber 42. And Cusero really has a day for himself in this one. There was a pass miss. Then Songen throws a beauty. Watch it. To Vito Ragazzo. He takes on the Winnipeg 26. Listen to the Tiger Cats cheer. The Bombers break in as Songen fades. He throws a short one to Cusero. And with Cusero doing a great bit of footwork, moves up to the 14-yard line before he's pulled down heavily. The Tiger Cats are starting to open up now. Mississippi Merle Hates hits for 9 yards down the center. Custis through the middle to the 1 and a first down. Butch Songen takes it himself and plows across for the touchdown. Dick Logan converts for the 79th time in succession. The Hamilton fans cheer wildly as the scoreboard reads Hamilton 6, Winnipeg nothing. Tiger Cats kicking to the Blue Bombers. The ball goes down to young Jerry James. He picks it up on the 11-yard line, tucks it in, and moves all the way out to the 37-yard line where he's hit hard by Eddie Bevan. Jack Jacobs moves back, hits Eagle Grant with a pass on the button hook play. Ragazzo makes the tackle instantaneously. After a couple of line plays were piled up by the ever-available Vince Scott, Jake kicks short. The Tulane Hard Rock, Royal Bailey, puts his head down as he takes it and moves on an open field plunge. He's hit hard, drops the ball. Dick Brown, handy, recovers. Huffman, the Winnipeg powerhouse, is hurt on the play. Hates now, crashing from the Hamilton 32 up over center to the 55. This time, on a lateral from Songen to Hates. He fights his way to the Winnipeg 46. Only the fumble when hit hard. Joe Zaleski recovers on his own 44, and Winnipeg really needed that one. 1 minute to play in the first quarter. It's a handoff to Jerry James. He goes over center, only to run into the big and burly Bevan. Ray Truant knocks down a forward pass intended for Sokol. Jacob kicks. Dick Brown, the safety man, moves in. He goes down to the Hamilton 35. Score at the end of the first quarter. Hamilton 6, Winnipeg nothing. Songen calls on his best runner, Bernie Custis. He goes for 7. Cutting wide to the left side. This time he cuts to the right, playing no favorites, and picks up 6 yards. First down. Here's the old Statue of Liberty play as Custis sails around the right end. He picks up an additional 12 yards and a first down. After a plunge from the Winnipeg 46 was stopped, Tom Casey came in on a long pass and almost intercepts. Watch it. And that stopped the Tiger Cat charge. Hamilton kicks. Jerry James takes the ball in his own 23, disappears under yellow and black jersey. From here, the Bombers seem ready to start again. Jacobs passes into the flat to Neil Armstrong. It's good for 8 yards. Meltzer picks up another 6 yards through the center. There's another short pass to Bud Korchak. When he tries to lateral, the ball gets away. Tesoro flies into intercept on the run. He dashes up to the Bomber 21-yard line as the crowd goes crazy. Tesoro slightly hurt on the play, but fortunately, as it turned out, was able to get back into the game after a short rest. Now on the Winnipeg 21, out to the east side of the varsity bowl. Songden called 2 passes. Armstrong knocks one down. There's Tom Casey batting the ball away from Bernie Custis. Last down, and from a bad angle, Tip Logan is called on for a placement attempt from the Winnipeg 35. It's wide, and Casey takes it easily and runs out to the 12. Even 1 point there would have been money in the bank. Vince Mazza rushes in this time to stop James in the line. Jacobs goes into the spread, quick kicks. Dick Brown gets back fast now. He brings the ball down on the Winnipeg 52. Brown carrying the ball goes through the right side of the line to pick up 8 yards. The Winnipeg line with Big Huffman back are starting to get hold of things. Here, Tip Logan, one of Hamilton's late season finds, takes a sideline shot from Songden to the Bomber 34. Hamilton tries twice through the middle but failed to pick up the necessary yardage. Third down, Hates boots. The kick is short. The ball bounces on the 5. Jerry James takes it behind his own goal line, cuts to the left, and manages to get out to the 5-yard line. Now deep in his own territory, Jacobs ignores all safety rules and attempts a forward pass to Grant. It's too far. Again, Jacobs fades back, this time for the picture play of the game. Armstrong going along the touchline, stops, ducks his check, and takes a beautifully thrown pass to center field. Now the ball's on the Hamilton 51. Jacobs misses a pass, then fades and throws to Meltzer. He slides out of touch at the 38. Big Jake, looking for a receiver, fires a low, flat pass to Sokol, who holds on. He's dropped on the 25. 4 plays. Winnipeg have marched 80 yards, and the stadium is rocking. Another pass. This time to Grant, but Bob Garside comes over very fast to knock it down. Winnipeg now in a scoring position. Hamilton, Bob Cross rushes through and chases Jacobs as he fades for a pass. Looking for a receiver, he throws to Andy Sokol. Sokol is down on the 13-yard line. But it's another first down for Winnipeg. Another key play of the game. This is a big one. Vince Scott and Eddie Bevan rush through to break up the Winnipeg Picket man's throw for a loss back to the 28-yard line. From the 28, Jacobs has to gamble on another pass. This time, Ragazzo dashes in to intercept and rushes up the east touchline to the 25. Hamilton out of trouble and on the move. Flung in a wide lateral to Custis. The big fellow high-knees his way to the 45. He picks up 21 yards on the run. After Hates was stopped on a plunge, he quick kicks. But the ball doesn't get a good roll. Casey hurries back. Picks it up on the low bounce. Brings it back to the Winnipeg 12. Jacobs, throwing from his own 5, completes a screen pass to Jerry James. Good for 7 yards. Only 1 minute left to play in the second quarter. With time running out, Jacobs throws over center to Grant, who attempts a lateral. It's dropped, but recovered by Winnipeg. Jacobs throws to his left to Becker, who cuts into center. He carries the ball out to the Winnipeg 40-yard line. 1 play left. Jacobs fades, looks, fires to his left to Grant on the 45, and the gun signals the end of the second quarter. The score at halftime. Hamilton 6, Winnipeg nothing. James Richardson and Sons, who offer Canadians a national investment service, are presenting the film of Canada's national football classic, the Grey Cup game. No matter how little or how much you have to invest, James Richardson and Sons can help you get started. Our 21 offices across Canada are staffed with competent people who are especially trained to help you, to give you sound advice. We look forward to seeing you. Bombers kick off to the north and into the wind. Dick Brown takes it on the 20. He goes up to the 29. Hates filled on the first play, calls a quick kick. Winnipeg gets back in time. The play ends up on the Winnipeg 40-yard line. Jacobs hands off to Casey, who goes around the right side of the line for 5 yards. A short pass to Pierce this time is good for another 9 yards. Jacobs hands off to Casey, who dangles across midfield. He's pulled down on the Tiger Cat 45-yard line. On some fine line play by the Winnipeg front wall, James goes through center for 5. Jacobs goes to the air again. A pass to Armstrong on the Hamilton 27, good for 11 yards. Now Hamilton's pass defense goes into action once again with Winnipeg in a scoring position. Dick Brown comes up between Sokol and James. He intercepts on the 10-yard line. He carries out to the 19. Another Western charge is halted. On his own 19, Songen decides to pass. Dino Bandiera, the Winnipeg linebacker, breaks through to chase Songen back and pull him down. Hates kicks from behind his own goal line. The ball comes way out to the Hamilton 39, where it's taken by Tom Casey. Casey works his way into the Tiger Cat 25 before he's hit. Once again, the weakness of the pass type of football is evident. Jacobs got away too close to no one, and then Bud Korchak's attempted placement went wide. Testis runs it out to the 16. Bandiero moves in to stop Hates for 2 yards. Songen takes a gamble and throws a flat pass to Custis, who gathers it in and dangles out to the 27-yard line. Watch him go. 2 Hamilton passes incomplete. Hates kicks to James, way back on the Winnipeg 49. Jerry James carries the ball 11 yards into the Hamilton 50. A short pass over the left end to Tom Casey. He fights his way, literally, up to the 36. Vito Ragazzo pulls him down. Sokol carries the mail through the center for 8 yards. Bob Cross stops him. The Tiger Cats guessing now. Casey sails through a gap in the line up to the 18-yard line. Big Jake goes back and throws a short one to Armstrong. Good for 4 yards. Winnipeg again in payoff territory. Here's the pass. Another hook to Casey, and he's almost over. One yard out, Jerry James charges across behind Zarbaxter's fine block to put Winnipeg back in the ballgame. And the Western Movers have taken over the stadium at this point. Korchak converts. It's good. The score, Hamilton 6, Winnipeg 6. Korchak picks off for the Blue Bombers. Testis takes it deep in his own territory, runs along the east touch line, out to the Hamilton 36-yard line. Hamilton in possession with a split tee. It's a pitch out to Lou Cassero. Then a forward pass to Ralph Toohey. He's pulled down at midfield. A pitch out to Custis on the optional pass or pitch. Hill is in to pull Custis down. Songen, with good blocking and a chance to look, throws a rainbow pass to Vito Ragazzo. Jeff Brain cuts in about 1 yard too sharply for an attempted interception. The long-geared Hamilton star sails down the touchline for the touchdown. Listen, those fans. Sid Logan again attempts to convert, and it's good. The score with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Hamilton Tiger Cats 12, the Blue Bombers 6. The kickoff is short. Dave Screen gathers in the ball, brings it back up to the 35-yard line. Hand off to Jerry James. He hits the left side of the Hamilton line for a hard-driving 15 yards. A plunge and a low pass didn't click, so Jacobs kicks. The ball goes to Brown on the 20. He sidesteps one tackle, steps over the touchline at the 24. Then it's a sharp, quick pass to Bernie Custis. And he picks up 13 yards. Songen goes back, way back, screens one to Merle Hayes. And with Vince Mazza blocking, he goes for 7 yards. That was the final play of the third quarter. The Tiger Cats facing north now. Give the ball to Big Merle Hayes. He pulls his way to the 49 for a first down. A handoff to Royal Bailey makes 20 yards. It looks as though the Bombers are back on their heels from their tremendous efforts that just fell short. Here comes another of the plays that will keep you talking all winter. Songen tries that forward pass to Vito Ragazzo again, but this time Jeff Brain cuts in, intercepts. He gets all the way back to his own 42. Winnipeg's back in the ballgame. Big Jake goes to the air again, but the Cats just missed the interception that might have ended the Winnipeg threat. Indian Jack goes back. He passes wide to Jerry James. And the Cats just missed another interception, 2 in a row. Back goes Indian Jack again. He's in the air. Here's the pass to Jerry James off the left side. James gets away from one and finally brought down by Big Ralph Toohey. Another play to be remembered. Last down. Jacobs throws to Sokol, and he tips the ball. Casey's in there to make the catch. But the play is ruled illegal, and the Tiger Cats will take over on their own 49. Hamilton first and 10. Bailey on a handoff through center. Goes for 7 yards. Songen fades, passes out over the left end to Vito Ragazzo. Ragazzo is finally pulled down on the Winnipeg 42. A run is stopped. The pass is missed, and Hayes kicks to James way back on his own 1-yard line. Jerry James barrels his way out to the 11-yard line before he stopped from behind. Then the ball changes hands twice with no important threats resulting. Watch this man, Jacobs. The Tiger Cat defense is tightening up. Somehow from here, the battered Bombers came marching downfield again for that last dramatic surge of one of the most thrilling Grey Cup contests in football history. Indian Jack Jacobs goes back at his own goal line. Throws the finest pass of the day to Pierce. He's way out on the 44. Brought down by Dick Brown. A pass is ruled incomplete. Then a straight pass down the center to Tom Casey, net of the Bombers, 15 yards. Jacobs using a spread or a tee or whatever Jacobs might call it and catching like a magician. Seemed to be down for a big loss. Flipped the ball to Casey and kept the setback to a mere 5 yards. Jacobs back again. A pass out over the right end was almost intercepted by Bailey and Brown. James was in there, took it for 13 yards. But Hamilton is ruled offside on the play. Winnipeg took the penalty. Second down to the 55. 3 minutes left to play. Jake goes back, throws to Sokol. Good to the Hamilton 38, and the stands are rocking. Jerry James waiting for the pass as Jacobs goes back. He goes deep. It's down the center. And he's complete again. The 1-minute flag is up. Now it's a short pass over the center of the line. Takes the ball to the Hamilton 4-yard line. Time is running out. It's a handoff to Tom Casey, who cuts it over the 5. Only seconds left in the ballgame. Jacobs stays back. Throws it short to Casey. But Kessler comes in like a fly, hits to Casey, and he drops the ball. Had he held it, the game was still over, and the ball and the Grey Cup were 2 yards away from the Tiger Cat goal line. And so the great Grey Cup game over for another year. And in the true tradition, down come the goalposts. The fans swarm on the field. Just one of the stars of the great ball game, Lou Cassero. Let's look at that play again. A happy Hamilton fan. And the Tiger Cats have ended a 10-year Grey Cup famine in one of the epochs of our gridiron history.